Some voters casting their votes at the Procedural polling station under the ongoing Kumawu By-Election say they have rejected a 20-cedi inducement by an agent of the NPP's parliamentary candidate NSCR and named two independent candidates and candidates from the two major political parties, the NPP and NDC, are contesting in today's polls. Some of the voters who were approached and offered the money have been speaking to JoyNews' Nana Boache-Iyadom.
Mata mi kura msona no pe manya 50 cedi ja hembotum.
Wanya 50 cedi.
Manya 50 cedi ja hembotum.
Mana de ma o.
LPP. Wonya omne woska.
Omo tete no henfa.
Wo bu kere wo kuroma e ma ma di me. Eyi ma wo kuroma nyina obi agi. Yenya nte wo bu ba wano na be nie. Ye be yi bia mo ye bia bi. Etusi ye wo mraje wo man mu a ye ni adwuma ye. Ye wo mu ye wi school. E ma ba wa di mraje pepepe. Ye di na mo bia ni kapre. Endeka na ha ku sori a adidie kura no. Wa ye lucky na be di mprenu. Dako. Wa ye lucky.
Nana Boache-Iyadom joins us with more. Nana Boache-Iyadom, in that video, I saw one guy saying that Mikramenya 50 cedi Ashemi Bottom and I pay. I mean, so that means that some of them took the money.
Well, Aisha, some of them initially went in for the money, but others also rejected the cash from the agent who is allegedly from the camp of NSCR within the parliamentary candidate for the New Patriotic Party. In fact, the majority of them actually rejected the money. But some of them who took the money said they did it out of anger. They could not let the money go away. But the majority of them who also rejected the cash are saying they did not agree on 10 cities or 20 cities coming from the candidates. They actually agreed on something bigger before they could cast their vote. And this matter of inducement, Aisha, is not just at Bono and not just as you see in your source or from the other guy, but from Procedural to Oyoko to we've monitored and seen that the issue of inducement is going on very, very well in Procedural and Oyoko as well.
So earlier you also indicated that from where you were, there were some polling agents who were allowed to sign the pink sheets that is supposed to be signed at the end of the elections. How was that resolved?
Okay, so, you know, Aisha, the pink sheet should be signed mainly after the elections and not even before elections.
Sure.
But then here we saw that the pink sheets were being signed even before election commenced, and that is where the NDC is finding a problem. So I think for now, that place, that is Oyoko, the process has been halted for now, and then they are waiting for the each officials to make clarification. But then I have with me Honorable, the Member of Parliament for North Town, and he's here to make some clarifications. Honorable, welcome to JoyNews.
Thank you very much.
What have you monitored so far?
Well, so far at this particular polling station known as the LA Procedural Primary polling station, everything is going on smoothly. We have so far recorded a voter turnout of 174. We are working with a total register of 616. That's 616 registered voters. And you can see that the enthusiasm is high, lots of interest. The police are well deployed. And as agents, we are all working together, the independent candidate agents, the MPP agents. They are my new friends. I'm happy that I'm making a lot of friends. The Electoral Commission officials have also been on point. Our presiding officer is very experienced, consummate election professional officer from what I have gathered. And so far, there's no cause for worry.
At various polling stations, we hear of inducement. Can we sense any of that going on here?
I'm also picking those reports from observers who have come here. My eyes are on the ball. I don't want to be distracted. So I have focused on the register, making sure that I'm identifying the right people. I'm trying to make sure there is no impersonation. I'm also keeping an eye on the ballot papers to be sure that nobody is voting twice or thrice. That's been my focus. But from the activity happening behind me, it's getting suspicious. The numbers are increasing. I'm wondering why people are not leaving when they finish voting and why they have to be going behind the school block. So you may want to do your own independent investigations. Indications are that perhaps there's some inducement going on, but that's on our blind side. I don't like to talk about what I haven't seen directly, but I don't also want to rule it out since I have not conducted my own independent investigation. But I would ask you to verify. I am focusing on my work as a polling agent, and so far, what is happening here is, I would say, it's above board, very professional, and I don't have any concerns, at least for now.
Thank you very much. So, Aisha, that's a member of parliament for North Son who is serving as a polling agent here at the Procedural polling station, the Honorable Samuel Okujeto Ablakwa. He said that for him, where he is currently, everything is going on smoothly. He suspects issues of inducement going on here with the numbers continuously increasing, but he cannot have confirmed clearly. But as time goes on, we will engage him. We are still here with him. And then in case of anything comes up, Aisha will let our listeners know.
Nana Abuachi Yadom there. Now, some electorates have been speaking about the accusations of polling agents having been allowed to sign pink sheets, even as voting continues. Listen to some of them.
Few instances where we had to make some quick intervention because the conduct of the officials are not the best. I'm sure you have reported the case where the presiding officer had directed the agents to sign the pink sheets even before the election starts, and but for our timely intervention, and can also be a problem. And so so far it's gone very well. We have also identified that in some places they are keeping the polling agents far away from the entire process. Meanwhile, the fundamental responsibility of the polling agent is to see exactly what goes on, what happens on every single table, whether the officers are complying with the processes, the barcodes are being destroyed, the person that is voting has been ticked, the person has been able to put his finger into the ink. I mean, those are the processes that agents are supposed to supervise and make sure that it happens. But in most cases, they've moved the agents far away. We have had to do some interventions in some of the polling stations to reposition the agents so that they see exactly what is going on. Other than that, I think that it's been good. We have seen in cases where our friends in the MPP have set up tables and they are paying people to go and vote. That is most bizarre. I mean, it's most bizarre. But you don't expect less from the MPP. The most important thing is that the security people must also do their work, because it is certainly against the rules. You are not supposed to take picture of your votes. So in cases where they are saying that people should take pictures of their votes and come and collect something, it's illegal, and the police must act in respect of that.
Well, let's take you back to the election ground in Kumawu, where some chiefs are casting their votes. Ohiminteria is our man there. Ohiminteria, what's new where you are?
Yes, Aisha, the Kumawu Maihini Berema Safo Chenebua Kodia just cast his ballot here. He didn't speak to the media, but he, like any electorate would do, passed through the processes here at the Ahembobuano polling station, and he was taken through the procedure here by the Electoral Commission workers here. And few minutes before Chenebua Kodia was then done with the election. So he has cast his ballot and has left the polling station here.
Right, Ohiminteria, with that coming from the polling station where he's monitoring for us. But, well, we've been talking about vote buying. You heard both members of parliament, a member of parliament for South Tong, Okujeto Ablakwa. You also heard Peter Boamo Tokono. Both of them talk about allegations of vote buying. The NPP communications officer in the constituency, Richard Nyama, has been reacting to the claims by the voters. Let's get a response from the NPP communications director, Richard Ahiangba, to allegations of vote buying from the NPP quarters.
Our estimate for the election on Tuesday is different from what Global Info Analytics has estimated. They just indicated I have concerns about their work. But on this one, their instinct is in the right direction. Of course, it's a given that the New Patriotic Party will win this election. As to his estimate, I don't think that's our estimate. We are hoping to win with a much bigger margin. But generally speaking, his instinct is in the right direction. We're interested in making sure that the voters understand that we appreciate what is it they're doing and we don't take them for granted. So we're deploying everything that can be deployed to make sure that we earn the votes. And that's why we're confident that when on Tuesday the vote is counted, we'll be able to win with a bigger margin than is estimated. So for us, it's normal. I mean, I don't see anybody who would say that what is your strength, what your backyard is, you just handle it anyhow. I don't think it shows respect. I don't think it shows appreciation. We want to do the right thing. And I said earlier that, you know, the level of enthusiasm and energy you are seeing in our party constitute the vision of the new leadership of the party you see. So going forward, this is the drive you're going to see the MPP bring to any form of election to make sure we win. And if we're telling you we're breaking the 8 in 2024, it cannot be child's play. We're serious and we're starting from our backyard and we're taking it everywhere else.
This is your electoral word bank. Kumawu is a safe seat for the MPP. Why should this involve the president? Why should this involve the vice president? Well, you know very well that you have the power to win this seat.
Well, the people of Kumawu voted for the president exceedingly, if for nothing at all. And if he comes here to show appreciation to the people of Kumawu, I don't think it's bad. And so, but beyond that, it is for us to show the people that we appreciate them and recognize that they are the sovereign people. They have the mandate and they give it to us, and we want to show them that we appreciate that. So it's important. I am at a loss if anybody thinks that we should just sit at home and have the people vote for us. We have come here to earn the vote, and I can guarantee we'll earn the vote on Tuesday.
Well, we're hearing also that some youth in the Kumawu township have pitched camp at polling stations and asking that they be offered, they're offering their votes actually for sale. They allege that since delegates of some political parties received money from candidates before voting for them, same rule must be applied to them. My colleague Nanaya Ojima has been monitoring this for us. Nana Ojima, I mean, how are they putting up their votes for sale?
When it comes to Kumawu constituency, the Kumawu township to be precise, allegations of vote buying are flying almost everywhere. So all the youth or all the electorates here are also interested in getting the money before they go in to cast their ballots. So earlier, I met some young people at the Kumawu Zongo polling station, and they had actually pitched camp at or in front of a drinking spot. And their mission is simple: that they are waiting for the representative of any of the aspirants who is willing to pay them money to go and cast their ballot in the favor of these aspirants. So these young men, before I left the area, were actually calling many of their contemporaries to join them as they seek for any aspirant who is interested in their vote to pay them before they cast their ballot. And what they are saying is very simple, that months ago, when the NPP went on primaries to elect their candidates, they have evidence that some delegates actually took money from these candidates before they voted them. So they believe that if the MPP is doing this at the party level, it would be prudent that they do the same for them when it comes to the election, the by-election here in Kumawu. So these allegations of vote buying are widespread. Almost every young person within the Kumawu constituency or the Kumawu township itself is interested in benefiting from this by-election. So the allegations continue to fly almost everywhere. Earlier, I had a conversation with representatives of the National Peace Council within the Kumawu enclave, and they also confirmed that they've also picked some signals like that, but unfortunately they do not have any evidence to back these signals. So they are still monitoring the grounds, and their findings would be made public to the media. Within Kumawu, the atmosphere is charged. Now a lot more people are coming out to cast their ballots.
Nana Ajima, earlier you had the opportunity to speak with the British High Commissioner. What's she been doing there?
She's been observing the election so far. According to her, this is her first time witnessing any election in Ghana, and she believes that things have been very calm. The only area where they saw some misunderstandings, the police stepped in early on time to make sure that it doesn't escalate. So she's actually expressed satisfaction at the process so far, and she believes that, or she is hoping that this calmness that she has seen in Kumawu will continue.
All right, Nana Ojima there. We can now listen to the British High Commissioner who has been speaking with Nana Ojima.
7:30 this morning, and it's nearly midday now. Everywhere we've been, so far it's been very calm, very peaceful. The process seems to be running very well. From the places that we've been to, the process is running very smoothly. Commitment to democracy is one of the values that Ghana and the UK share, and so we want to be here to. For me personally, it's my first experience of an election in Ghana, so to get a bit more of a sense of what is a really important part, not the only part, but a really important part of any country's democratic process. So this is one aspect of it. We also work with the institutions, we work with Ghana's political parties, we work with civil society organisations to be part of Ghana's journey towards strengthening democracy.
Are you impressed with what you've seen here so far?
So far, what we've seen today has been very, very smooth, very, very calm. There've been, we saw a minor altercation, and the police officer, the presiding officer, dealt with it very smoothly, so it's been very fine.
Anything you would want to add?
I hope that it remains this way, and we'll be here through the national elections too, alongside other observer missions, doing our bit.
Thank you very much.
Well, my colleague Ohim Interior caught up with the chairman of the NPP, Stephen Enitim, at the Chief's Palace polling station.
The explanation. Yeah.
Your opponents have gone to the market accusing the NPP of vote buying. I monitored most of the media organizations here, and they are talking about it. As a national chairman, is this something that has come before your attention?
When you are losing the election, you start looking for excuses. It's like when you are getting drowned in a river, you start looking, even a leaf, you want to hold on to the leaf dropping from a tree. That's how it works. They are losing, and they will lose. So I'm not surprised that they've started looking for non-existent excuses as to why they lost. So do you expect them to say that MPP has worked so hard and therefore they deserve winning? They won't say that. So I'm not surprised at all.
All right, so that is the national chairman of the New Patriotic Party, Mr. Stephen Ayesu Enitim, sharing his views on developments here in the Kumawu constituency. He touched on two things. One has to do with the voter turnout. He says he is not happy, he is not satisfied that the voter turnout is low in today's by-election, but he takes consolation in the fact that this is a by-election, and coming in a rural setting like Kumawu, where electors would prefer to go to the farm before coming to the polling centers to cast their ballots. He is not surprised and believes that as we move along with time, the voter turnout will improve. He also touched on accusations from the opponents of the MPP, the NDC, that the MPP has been involved in vote buying, saying that you don't expect the NDC to concede that MPP will be winning this parliamentary seat on a clean note. So he believes once they are losing, they want to hang on to anything, chance on anything to accuse their political opponents, the MPP, that is winning the Kumawu by-election today.